I'm just gonna wait a little longer this time. I could have been a cowboy. Sorry, so stuck in my head. I think it's working. Hello, everyone! Yay! Sorry about the confusion. Like, I went live and it was just showing me a black screen. It wasn't showing me at all, so I panicked and went out of it and had to set up another one. But I'm here! Yay! Okay. Well, happy Saturday, everyone! Hold on, let me pop out my chat here. Yay! I'm glad you guys found your way over to the new one. Good morning, Terry, Jamie, Sue, Diane, Tammy, Rocky, Kimberly, Christina. Hello, everyone. Hello, Alex. I know he's in there too. So thank you guys for joining me on a Saturday morning. Which is different because it's been a long time since I've done this. Actually, I've never went live showing screen recording because I couldn't. So now we're going to design in Design Space. And today I want to do a side edge card. So I had seen a little saying and it made me think of a dandelion. And then I was like, oh, I want to do like a dandelion side edge card. And then we're going to go ahead and make a card that we'll do a birthday one, but you could send good luck wishes. You could send get well wishes. You could send birthday wishes. I mean, because we can always use wishes. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm glad you're here. I'm a little nervous. It's been a long time since I've been doing this, but you guys in the chat really help me out because it lets me focus on this too. But before we get started, let me...
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Yay, and yes, you are on the right... Who asked that? Yes, Don, you are on the right video. This is the one. The other one was set up. I went live. It just showed black on my screen. It didn't show me at all, so I didn't think I was live. So I stopped that one. But here we go. Now we're ready. Now I just gotta hope that my computer actually shows my screen. How's everybody's morning going so far? I woke up in a little bit of a panic. My alarm was set for 4 hours after I went to sleep. And I had 40% battery, and I woke up and my phone was dead. So I wake up, I look at my phone's dead. Luckily, I had my computer right next to the bed. I open it, I'm like, it's 9 a.m. I'm like, holy cow, I wanted to be up at 8 a.m. But luckily, my body doesn't let me sleep for more than 5 hours. So, glad you finally found it, Gloria. I am good. I was enjoying the weather. The weather, I don't know how your guys' weather is, but it was like 62 here yesterday. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Just, I know it's not enough. My body has like a 5-hour timer in it, Christina. It's awful. But today it saved me. So there's looking on the bright side. I say I like survive on just naps basically. Yes, Gloria, that weather was perfect. The door was open, the dog could go in and out, and she loves that. Yay. So much better than the snow, right? And then it warms up, and then we are set to that, and then when it gets cold again, we're like, boo. But I mean, it is February, so I'll take the nice when we can get the nice. Oh, Kimberly said, beautiful here. I bet it is in Florida. Oh, I wish. We usually always go there. Actually, a year ago today, we were in Miami. Leaving on our cruise today, Alex, or tomorrow? But yeah, I would take that weather. That was beautiful. 74. Isn't that true, Terry? It's always nice in Florida. I wish I could come on down, Kimberly. Usually we're there, but we have the trip in April. So we're going to Columbus with you guys, with our Patreon folks, so we're not able to take a vacation now like we normally would. Warm but cloudy. Yeah, it's in my memories, Alex. We were at the Airbnb in Miami a year ago. So, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take you over to my screen. Hopefully this works correctly. Let me make sure I get it open here. Please hold momentarily. is it? This may take a second because I have to switch. Alex will tell you every time you do this, you have to switch properties. So give me just a second here. Maybe. Display capture, that's correct. Hold on, guys. Can you see my screen? Okay. Just want to make sure, we're just going to do this slowly to make sure it comes along. And you're seeing what I'm seeing. And you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Is anybody seeing Design Space on their screen? Nope. I don't know why it's not. We'll try it again. Okay, yay. Yay. Okay, we got it here. You always got to keep choosing it and selecting the same thing over again, and then it finally works. But we're here. Okay, so here's where we're going to start. Yay. That was stressful. I was like, oh my goodness, come on. I practiced this last night and got it going. Okay, so here's a dandelion here. So we're going to take this dandelion here, and then we're going to go ahead and make a side-edged card. Hold on, let me silence myself over here so I don't hear me. No. Alex isn't lying, it is so stressful. Eeks. Okay. First, I'm going to go ahead. I want to change the color of my canvas because I'm going to be working with white a lot. So I'm just going to go down here in the right corner and click on the blank canvas. And I'm just going to choose a color. There we go. Oh, Kimberly, you saw the test. That's crazy. You saw the test. She did, Gloria. She made it look easy. She had a lot of experience doing this, so it was like nothing. But when we work with technology always likes to throw in little things. So we're going to go ahead and take our dandelion here. First thing I'm going to do is I want to offset the dandelion. So I'm going to go up here and choose offset. I got the darn song, Could Have Been a Cowboy, just stuck in my head, singing it over and over, but just that line. So if you hear me say that, that's why. Yes, Christina, yes, you can change the color of the canvas, which is so great, especially when you're working with white, because you can't see the background lots of times easily. So I always like to give it a color that I know I'm pretty much not going to be working with. All right, so now we have the offset here, and we can just go ahead and drag it as far as we want it. The right side of this is going to become the edge of the card. Let's give it a second to catch up. And then you can choose here what corners you want also, whether you want them rounded or if you wanted them, which this is a dandelion, so the curves are more, not the curves, but the corners. I want the corners rounded. There we go. Okay, now that looks pretty good. It's given some space around it, which is what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply here. I feel like my computer just woke up too. It's working slow. All right, let's change the color of this to white. Okay, there we go. So now we have our basis of the curved edge here. So we're going to go ahead next. I'm going to go ahead and grab a shape. And we're just going to bring in a card size. So I'm just going to grab a square. Kimberly said, now it's in my head too. You're welcome, Kimberly. I literally sing it in like every voice. Could have been a cowboy. All right, so for this square, we are going to do A2 card size. So that is going to be a 4.25 by 5.5 card. So I'm going to first create 1/2 of the card, and then I will duplicate it and flip it and put it together so they both have the same edge. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this square, and I'm going to make it 4.25 wide. It's so funny, my chair squeaks just like Melody. So if you hear the squeaky chair, that's why. All right. You see I changed the size up here, but this is not changing size. Actually, it's all froze. Please change the grid. What would you like me to change it to, Gloria? Like the no stripes or bigger stripes or not stripes, but... Okay, so we have this, which is 4.25 by 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and change this to white also. Kimberly said karaoke night will be fun in Ohio with you. Oh, too funny. Okay, so I want to bring... Oh, now, actually, hold on. Let me shrink this down. I'm going to bring this over. I didn't pay attention to the size of this when I started, and as you can see, it's bigger than the card, so I'm just going to go ahead and group these two together. And then I'm going to bring the size down. Let's see. It'll stick out just a little bit above. It'll probably be like there. Bring it down a tiny bit more. Okay, now that size looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these because I'm going to get just the white offset piece. So I'm going to move this to the side, and then I can go ahead and set this on here. Now it depends how far over you want it to hang over. It's going to make your card wider. Obviously, if if I move it over here and do it, it's going to make your card wider than the regular size. Now you could create the whole card and then you could go in and shrink the whole card down to size you want. But we're going to try to keep it within this size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select both of these. So I'm going to grab my mouse and drag it over both. And then hit align and align right. There we go. And this is still, I'm going to make this just a tiny bit shorter because I don't want these bottom pieces down here hanging over the edge. Yes, it does have a ton of nodes, Jamie, and that is one reason why I am going to print and cut that. Okay, and that is fitting within there good. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is take our mouse, drag them over both, and go ahead and choose slice. I know I thought about doing this with, so I was like, I don't want to weed all those little tiny pieces. Let's see, did it slice? Did it slice? Okay. Now we can go to this piece, the big square, hit contour. And I want to make sure, yep. And we can go ahead and take these pieces off the edge. If it is all still one piece, you want to go back because you just want to make sure you cut all the way down. That way you have these extra pieces that you can contour out. So we can take those away. And then we are left with the offset and the rest of the card, which we can now go ahead and weld these two together. So choose combine and then go to weld. There we go. There we go. Okay, we can go ahead and delete that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring this to the front. It's funny to do this live because you guys never see my brain workings, which usually, one thing, I make my own language lots of times. My brain forms its own shorthand. So if I merge two words together, that is why. But yeah, it's usually a very long process where I have to see every image imaginable. So it was great that I had an image to start with. And then we'll go ahead and look through together and find other ones. I'm just going to drag this a little bit like that. Okay, that's perfect. Now this is going to be one half of the card. So to get the other half of the card, I'm just going to take this piece. Alex said, I live my life with sound effects. Truth. And then I am going to duplicate it. And now I can go ahead and flip it. So I'm just going to flip and then flip horizontally. There we go. So now when I put these two pieces together, then we will have the card. But actually, I want to duplicate this one more time because I want to print and cut some on the inside, and that way the piece is exactly the same. So I'm just going to put this piece off to the side for now. Okay, there we go, Gloria. I got the grid changed. Sorry, I went back. I was like, oh, what did we want to do with that? Okay, so I am going to go ahead, and we have to get these right next to each other because we are going to weld these. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. Because you really can't see what space there is unless you zoom in. You can think they're right next to each other, but they're not. So I'm going to try to butt these right up against each other. And then they look, I'm just going to make sure I'm going to grab both these pieces and I'm going to hit align center vertically. Okay, and that looks good. It looks like they were aligned. I still can't tell. Is there a gap there? Is there not a gap there? All right. All right, so let's see. We're going to grab these two pieces again. So I'm just going to drag my mouse over these two. Go to combine and then hit weld. There we go. And it did. It made it one piece. So let's go ahead and send this to the back. And now we can go ahead and put our, well, we'll attach our score line later, actually. We'll go ahead and do the rest of our images. And then we'll put the score line on and attach it. Okay, so far we have our dandelion here, but let's go find another image. I'm sorry, Mindy. There was an issue with the other live. It was showing black on my screen like it wasn't live, so we had to start a new one. Although I was actually live. So we're just making a dandelion side edge card today. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly said save. Yes. Remember to save as you go. I could have been a cowboy. Man, I just could not get that song out of my darn head. Thank you, Toby. New collection. Okay. Save that. Hi, Laura. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now let's go look for... I want to go find a sentiment, like sending birthday wishes, or something here. And then we'll figure out what else we want to put on here. Let's go to images. Well, actually, that is one that's actually perfect. I had typed in a little wish for a good friend. Oh, if friends, I love this one too. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. This one's really cute though. I'll try not to scroll too fast because I do usually scroll incredibly fast. Some see a weed, others see a wish. That's cute. I'm gonna bookmark that one. Gloria said, wish I had a Kimberly to remind me. My good wishes are always with you. That's really neat. All right. A little weird is good. I like that. Friendship isn't a big thing. It's a million little things. That's true. I'm glad you guys all made it here. Okay. This is what I'm worried about. I'm like, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna scroll and scroll and scroll. Some see a weed, some see a wish. Well, that one's cute. Hold on, I'm gonna bookmark that. Bookmark some as I go, even if I don't want to use it now. Thanks, Jamie. Yes, if you give us the thumbs up. Okay, so this first one up here is perfect. I like this for the inside. A little birthday wish for a great friend. So I'm going to go ahead and click on here. And then we can add to canvas. If we wanted to find more images like this, we could hit the 3 dots and then choose view similar images. Let's see what we have here. Oh, birthday wishes. That might be a good one. I'm going to throw this on the canvas too because I need something for the front. And then down here you can see that we selected a birthday wish for a good friend. So we can go ahead and add that to the canvas. Minnie said I bookmark a lot, then forget I save them. I understand that. Hi, Tammy. Glad you made it. Oh, I gotta get a drink of water here. Where did it go? Oh, yeah, yes. And looking for this, something I forget too that they have that's easy is over here you can choose phrases. Hold on, let me bring this down. My screen's usually such a mess when I create too. I usually have like 40 images all over, all different things. But this I want to use for the inside, so I'm just going to put this down here. So we are going to go ahead, let's click on phrases here because I want one on the front to say like sending birthday wishes. Oh, that's so sweet, Dawn. You're trying to make Valentine's notes for your hubby. Actually, this is pretty perfect here. Definitely going to click on that one. But something like this is perfect. And I do want to use some foil on it for a word like maybe birthday. But I think this would be pretty cool. But let's keep looking because you know how this goes. You're not just going to choose the first one. That's madness. That's crazy talk. Yes. Well, I'm glad I taught you something new. Yeah, phrases is great. It's got all different phrases in here for stuff. Oh, that's just pretty and fun. I like that. I'm going to bookmark that. I didn't know that, Dawn. Right, Tammy? It's never the first one. Even if it is, and this is what happens, right? You're creating, and I will scroll and scroll. I will sometimes add 20 different choices. And then you know what's funny? It is funny when you choose the first one. Which happens a lot. I really want it to say something about wishes. So that's... because it's a dandelion, so you can make your wish. Hugs, kisses, and birthday wishes. That's cute. I think it's too big for what I'm going with, but I like that one too. Never the first choice in font, right? Font or images. Hugs, kisses, and a lot of birthday wishes. That one's really cute too. It's not going to fit right how I want it exactly, but this is a good one too. It's so funny. You can tell I'm not used to this because when I talk, I'm looking at the camera, although you guys can't even see me. Oh, too funny. And honestly, guys, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking that first one is honestly the best one. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Should I go with that first one, that sending birthday wishes? Sorry, I'm scrolling fast here. Close your eyes for a second. We're going to the top. Okay. And I just think this one's perfect. What's this one say? Sending you best wishes and birthday greetings. Oh, that one's really good too. I'm gonna do this one because I like the idea we could take the birthday out and we could make it say sending like get well wishes or sending good luck wishes. So let's go ahead. We have it clicked down here. So we're gonna go ahead and add to canvas. I know, Annie, the font choices. All right, we're gonna shrink this down. Now I need to know how much room I actually have. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that score line. I'm just not gonna attach it yet. So we're gonna go over to shapes. Click a score line. And then we know our card is 5.5 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and change the height on that. Oh. Actually, that looks perfect there. I could center it vertically so it goes up to down, but it actually looks perfect. So I'm going to click this. And then you can hold shift and click the rest, or you can drag your mouse over both. And then we are going to align center horizontally. There we go. Now we can see how much card we have to work with over here. So we have the sending birthday wishes here. And I want to pop this up on something, so let's go ahead and find another. Let's go into shapes again. And then something like these over here are great to pop it up on. I like kind of the straighter ones for this. Let's check out the rectangle with cut off corners. And I really like when we do 2 layers. Let's bring this to the front. Change that color. Okay. I like to do the double layers on this, so I'm going to go ahead and make a second one too. I'm just going to duplicate. And then we can go ahead and change the color of this one. Let's make this one black. I see I have a lot of different blacks already going on, so we will go over to color sync and make sure they are all the same in a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and send backward. The card's white. So do we want... I'm trying to decide. And now we're going to make this one a little bit bigger because we want it to be behind it. So, which you could have also offsetted it. I could have just took this piece. I'll show you that way too. Just take this piece, go ahead and offset. And I want the more crisp corners here, so I'm going to choose that. And then just pull it down. There we go. Hit apply. And it just did it on its own, which is great. I just need the whole thing a little smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and group these together. And I'm just holding shift and clicking each one. It's not going to let me do that one, is it? No, don't go anywhere. If it gets in your way, just slide it down and then you can just grab them, group it, and then I just move that back into place. All right, this is a little large though, so I'm gonna go ahead and resize this whole thing down a little bit. Like that. And then for the birthday part, I wanted to do some foiling on here also. Yeah, sending healing wishes. That's what I thought. You could change this birthday. This is the birthday here. You could delete the birthday. Go ahead and hide it. And then you could add text. And then just type in sending good luck wishes, sending healing wishes. So you could change that any way you want to there. But for the birthday, I want to go ahead and foil that. So we are going to go ahead and click on the birthday here. And go up over to basic cut, but we're now going to use the drop down and go to foil. And then I'm going to choose medium on this. with the gold, which is perfect. And then when I foil, what I like to do is I always, because when it foils, you can get it where it skips a little as it goes. The better you can tape it down, the better, but I am not the best taping. Like, some people get it perfectly flat and perfect, and that's amazing. I am not that person. Mine gets a little wrinkly. So I just always like to go ahead and duplicate whatever I'm foiling. So I'm going to go ahead, click on the birthday. Oh, it's grouped together. So I'm going to go over here. And then just hit duplicate. And then I'm going to place this one right on top of the other one. I'm going to zoom in here. Well, I don't want to change your size. And we're going to drag this right on top of this one. There. And that's good there. That way it's just automatically going to go over it twice. I'm going to ungroup that first to make sure it doesn't, because I'm not sure if it's going to pull the whole. So we're going to take that birthday, and then I'm going to click shift on the. It's still grouped together. Hold on, let me ungroup it one more time. And ungroup it one more time. It's really grouped. I don't know how many groups it was in, but it's a lot of groups. Okay, so now I can take this one, hold shift, click the white piece. And I'm going to hit attach. That way it's going to foil it right on there. And then I'm going to take the other one, which is right here, and do the exact same thing. So I'm just attaching these both onto here. What did it do there? It's not what I wanted. That one is attached. This one is not attached. And then click here, and then attach. Why is it doing that? What am I missing here? Okay, this one's on here. All right, let's just ungroup that. Those were grouped together. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this one, click on it, shift, put it on here, and attach. There we go. There we go. Now let's send this backward. All right, there we have it. Now the sending wishes, I'm going to do print and cut for these because, like we had talked about, you could do iron-on for this. You could do vinyl too. Iron-on would be the next easiest because you don't have to put it on transfer tape with these little pieces. So you could totally, if you wanted, do this as iron-on. So we have the sending birthday wishes here. That is going to become print and cut also. Which we can go ahead, we're going to flatten it later, and then that flatten it will bring it to print and cut too for certain things. All right, so now we need an image to go up here, everyone. What are you guys thinking? Are we thinking... Hold on, my chat is stopped. Let's go. Thanks, Beard Adventures. Okay, my chat was stopped, so now I gotta catch up with you guys. But what are we thinking right here? Here's a couple thoughts I had. A, we could put more dandelions. B... Yes, save again. Thank you. Yes, Mindy. Yep, we will pop up that with foam with the black. Yep, that's what I was going to do. I was going to pop this up. So this part is popped out from the card. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, I had to catch up on everything. I was missing so much. You guys are awesome. Okay, so are we thinking up here? A, we could do more dandelions. B, we could do a gnome. C, we could do a fairy, which I thought a fairy would be nice, like blowing wishes. So what do you think we should try to put here? Oh, I could have made a poll. But I don't remember how to do that. Yes. Yep, Mindy, this is going to be print and cut. Yay, okay. Fairies, I agree. Let's go with fairies. Alright, so let's find a fairy. And I want a pretty simple fairy, because like with the black silhouette would be perfect. Okay. I love that. Like the fairy sprinkling you wishes. Something kind of like this one. I don't really want the wand down like that, but something like a silhouette like that I think would be good. So let's go ahead and see if they have any similar images. Tinkerbell! Oh my gosh, I love Tinkerbell. A flying fairy. Like, this one might be good. This one. I like the legs on this one better. Let's add this one to the canvas. And then let's keep looking. Oh yeah, little birds would be pretty, Jamie. And I can too go over here and go to operation or layers. And if I just want, like I'm really looking for a single layer one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click single. And then that will limit it down some. The amount of times I'm restraining myself from singing I Could Have Been a Cowboy, it's ridiculous, guys. Oh, it's too funny. Is that the one? I think that's the one I already have. That one's pretty cute too. Let's try that one. That one looks like Tinkerbell, doesn't it? Oh, that one really looks like Tinkerbell. Oh, that one's cute too. Let's try her. Oh, I'm so happy, Debbie. She said, love the card, learn at least 5 new things about Design Space. I love that. That is what it's all about. And when you watch, you just pick up things here and there and different little things you didn't know. Okay, okay, Tammy, now you're gonna get that song stuck in my head. Red Solo Cup. I actually ordered the day Toby passed. I was out of Red Solo Cup, so I had to order them on Amazon. So we could cheers to Toby. I don't know. I got a couple good ones. This is where my brain just wants to scroll and scroll, and my brain's telling me, like, I'm sure one of those are good enough, Holly. Fill me up. You ladies are awful. I'm gonna have all these songs stuck in my head. These are pretty. This isn't quite the one I want, but I love this fairy with like the butterfly wings. That's really cute. All right, let's go ahead and add these two to canvas and see what we think of these. I wish I had one that was like blowing with their hand, like blowing wishes. All right, that one's pretty cute. All right, these are our choices, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what, though? Okay. Go ahead and flip horizontal. Okay, so let's vote on fairies. We have fairy number 1 here. Fairy number 2. She's really cute. And then this is fairy number 3. But I was thinking if we did something like her, take the star out. Yeah, I love with the hand open. I wish I could find one kind of upright a little more. Because I would take the star out and find some dandelion. What are these things called? Nodes? Ooh, we have 2 and we have 3. Yeah, I would definitely remove the star, and I would find another image that has some of these nodes that it looks like she's like blowing them. Two or 3. Oh my gosh, it's a mixed review. Okay. So 1 we can get rid of 1. Nobody wanted number 1. So let's go ahead and delete her. She's out of the running. So here's number 2. And then number 3. I wish I could find her. Hold on. I wish I could find her, but more flying, because she's just like kneeling in the air. A bird sitting on a palm. That would be good too. 2 isn't active enough. Okay. I'm going to go look for another one, because I really want one like if I can take the top half of this, but then have the bottom half actually flying, that would be amazing. So let's type in fairy blowing. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, this little one's cute with the blowing the little stars. Let's add that one. I mean, I technically could slice and put them together and make them one image, now that I'm thinking about it. Now this one is sprinkling some little magic, so we'll hit add to canvas here. Oh, now we're just getting so many. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Minnie. I could actually just slice it apart and put it together and make the one I want, which I can do. Okay, I'm just adding these and then we'll decide. I'm so glad I have people to help my brain decide, because this is the stuff that drives me crazy. Come on up. All right, gonna get these up here. Zoom out a little bit. I'm way zoomed in. Okay. Now we're gonna move her over here. This was our other choice here. Yeah, I'll definitely, whatever they have, I'm going to try to, in their hands, I'm going to try to put the little dandelion flyaways in. So let's flip this one. All right, so we have this option, which again, I can take and contour out the stars and put little dandelion nodes in there. So we'll call that 1 for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this one horizontal. Let's rotate it. This is where I feel like Goldilocks, guys. I feel, well, this one's just this. This one's just this. See, this one's wand is just the wrong way. All right, this one's not gonna work. Let's delete that one. This one's really cute though. Let's flip this one. Oh, I flipped it the wrong way. I didn't mean to hit that. And then we can unlock it too and rescale it. So if we want it longer, bigger. Okay. Is this the one we like? Are we thinking this one? I like the one whose mouth is blowing the nodes. All right, let's move this over here. I think, is this the one? Can we go with this one? Let's go ahead and, actually we don't have to contour her. She's grouped together, so we can just go ahead and ungroup. Oh, I like the other one. She needs to be, oh yeah, because she's not flying. Yes. This is so true. She's not flying, and I really wanted one flying. How long will it take us to decide this? All right. She's okay. She's not bad. She's just, I wish like her arm was out a little more, which is just a silly thing. I know. Unless she stands on a cloud. Yeah, I can cut the legs and give flying legs. Which one are we? I like the one you have up best. Switch out the heads. True, the stars do look like she's yeah, you know what? That's a really good point. The stars do look like she's giving magic to the dandelion. It's like she's spreading some of her pixie dust. Yes. Actually, I like that. So I'm going to go with this one. Honestly, if to make my perfect one, I would slice the head off of this one, put another head on, maybe slice her arm. I don't love that her little... I think that's what makes the arm seem weird, is that this little piece is coming off, like, I don't know, a sash or something. Yeah, I could totally just Frankenstein. I could totally just Frankenstein that. Okay. So we're going to say, we're down to 2, guys. I can't decide this without you. And we it would be a lot of slicing and dicing. But by slicing and dicing, you can get exactly what you want. Oh, it is another arm, isn't it? It is. It's got fingers. Okay. So number 1, which is the one we have here. Or should we do number 2 here? There's just something about her hand. It's kind of like witchy. Flying girl. Number 1, number 2, number 1. Okay, flying girl. The Academy has spoken. We are going with flying girl. I am going to delete these. Okay, we're going to go with her. And we're going to put her up here. And we can go ahead and unlock and resize her. And I could, if I wanted, I could go ahead and contour and get rid of these stars. But I love the idea that... I love the idea of this being like she's spreading, you know, like pixie dust onto... So it's almost like she's making the dandelion magical, right? Because she's putting the pixie dust on there and then you make your wishes. So I think that's good. And I could, if I want to slice this arm off, we could. Let's go ahead and go to shapes. And I could just grab like this shape. This is how I need to design all the time with you all, because y'all help me decide. My brain is like, it can't pick and it don't know. I'm just going to start putting polls out there on the groups. Hey, which one do I choose? I'm just trying to get something that I can get in here to slice. Oh, no, 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 no. You don't go anywhere. Because it's got a little bit of a curve to it here, and that's what I'm trying to... I might have to do 2 slices on this to get it exactly how I want it. So I'm going to go ahead, choose that, hit shift, choose that, and hit slice. And then I just got to get a little something more to take out right here. It's just got a little curve to it, just the slightest. Yeah, I agree, Annie. The head's a little weird too. I know, that's why I struggled with this one. There's so much I like about it, but then there's just those couple things that drive me bonkers. And I make this now, but I may be like, I think there's a little bit better of a fairy. I mean, there was, I don't know how many, say there's 10,000 fairy images. So I can go back and scroll more, but I don't want you guys to be here all day. I want you guys to be able to enjoy your Saturday. So we're going to go with her, and then I will probably find another one also. I'm going to shrink that down. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. get that close. No, 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 no. What shape would you guys use for this? For this little piece here. Actually, let me rotate this. I mean, that's close. It's still gonna have that little Humpty Hump. Okay, I think that'll work. So let's go ahead and now take this and we're gonna slice it through her. Oh, now she's amputated. I know there's another fairy that's perfect that I've used before. I just have to find it. And I know it's in another project. So I will find that. But for now, I will try to find the perfect fairy, guys. But for now, we are going to use her so I don't just scroll and scroll and scroll. She's got her one arm out. We can just pretend that her other arm is against her side and we don't see it. Okay. To me, that's a little better because the other hand, I just didn't know what it was. And it was, so she's got her, yeah. Like I said, we'll keep looking for the fairy on that one. So we're going to go ahead and print then cut. We want to go ahead and flatten these. So I'm going to choose these images here and then choose the back of the card and hit flatten. And then that's going to go ahead and print that out on there. If you wanted to use iron-on, absolutely go ahead. If you want to use cardstock, good luck. Get rid of the extra dot. Hold on. Where is this extra dot? Where is the extra dot? Is that, hold on. Oh, I see. I thought it was a spot on my, okay. Let's unflatten this. That's so funny. I was like, it looked like a little, I was like, is that the spot? I thought it was a spot on my computer screen. Okay, so we unflatten that. Let's go back to this image. Ooh. It's a slice result, so I can't contour it. So, and I think this is the little dot you're talking about, right? Because it's not on my screen. Is this the little dot you're talking about? Okay. I'd cut them and make one. It's above the shorter data line. Yes, okay. So, because this is a slice result, I can't contour it. So, I'm just going to trick it into contouring it. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a shape. Just grab whatever shape you want. Let's make it little. And all I'm going to do is grab this to this shape. Once you weld a shape, you can then contour it. So I'm going to take this, hold shift, put it on here. We're going to weld it. And then, why is it not letting me? It always does. It's not letting me contour. Usually once you weld to it, did it weld it? Maybe because it's print then cut. Let's change it to basic cut. There we go. Okay, I had it on print then cut. So once you weld it, turn it to basic cut, and then you're able to contour it, which is great. So when you have a sliced image and you can no longer get that, we can just click on that. There we go. There we go. So now we contour that out just by welding a piece to it. So whenever you have a piece that doesn't light up as contour, you can't, and it's like a sliced result, weld something to it, but it has to be in basic cut, and then you can go ahead and contour that out. So now that we have that fixed, we can go ahead and flatten these again. I'm going to choose both of those and the background and hit flatten. And then we can go ahead and send this to the back. And we can go ahead and attach this line. I just want to make sure, because the card did move, I want to make sure it's in the middle again. So I'm choosing both and then aligning horizontally. There we go. So we have this is going to foil. We set that to twice, so it'll foil twice. All of this will print out. And we could make the card a different color too. Like, what if we made it... Oh, of course, now I want to change the color. We're going to unflatten this. And let's change the color to a pink. Which you're going to use cardstock. You can use whatever cardstock you want, whatever color you want. I just like to see some color in it. A little more pink. Okay, let's go like that. That's pretty. So we have that card there. Now, because I unclicked everything, I'm going to go ahead and flatten it now. Send to the back, and then reattach this. When you want to do something and you can't, it's usually because something is attached, something is flattened, or things are grouped together. So if it's not allowing you to do that, just make sure you have ungrouped, unflattened, unattached, and then you can go ahead and do that. We'll send it to the back. All right, so the front of our card is done. Mindy liked it white, but yeah, you can do whatever color you want. You can do it white. I just wanted some color on there. It was just too white. But whatever color you want is fine. And then we saved this other piece that is the inside piece, right? So this is going to be the inside piece. Let me think about this. This is going to fold over. So actually we need to flip this, because it's going to go on the inside here, because the other part of the card is going to fold over, if that makes sense. So now we're going to design that inside piece. And let's go ahead and bring up a little birthday wish for a great friend. And then what color should we do for this? Oh, yep, save. Let me save. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. And this we have the two different colors, and I'm not sure what color, but we could foil on this too. We could foil... Maybe foil birthday wish for a great friend. Let's choose that. Let's go over to basic cut and choose foil. I'm gonna do, let's do bold on this one. And then we're gonna duplicate that again, because remember I'm gonna duplicate so it foils over it twice. And I attach those two together so they're attached on top of each other. And pink and purple are good. Yeah, you can change it if you don't want it to say wish twice. I just thought it was a little birthday wish for a great friend. And then we can grab this and go ahead and, if we want this to print, which I'm going to go ahead and print this on here, we can go ahead and grab that and then hit flat. No, we can't. Oh, because I already attached it. Hold on. So I'm going to detach that. I am going to grab this part, shift, hold the rest of the card, and then flatten. No, I'm not. Is it because it's grouped? I got to ungroup it. There we go. All right, now I can grab just this part and then grab this and flatten. Now we can go ahead and take this, click on here, and attach. So we'll go ahead and attach. It will do the foil twice, and then it will print this on the card there. And this color is an actual color because I don't even have this actual color of cardstock. And make her bigger, slice it, then make her the size you want. Yes, you can definitely do that. And I know there's a better fairy out there, and I will find her. Okay, and then also on here, we can... I could have made that bigger too. I should have maybe not attached it all before I knew sizing. It's getting ahead of myself there. But let's go add some more dandelions, because we can have it print some dandelions inside. Until I need water, my voice is going. Yeah, you guys can make it whatever color you want. That's always a hard decision too. This is the one we actually used already, isn't it? If not, it looks just like it. Oh, this is a possibility. But let's go ahead and look at more images like that, because maybe just a group of a couple dandelions in the bottom would be perfect. This is... And I always like them to match somewhat, you know, like design-wise. Like this one's a lot different than the others, so I would choose maybe this one. Maybe this one. I can. So Tuesday, I will be putting this card together Tuesday night, and that's at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will. So I'll have the card. We have the card usually cut out ready to do, but I will do the foiling part on live, so you can see that part. So that will be, I will show that, and then we'll put the rest of the card together. This one's good. Okay. And this one's good. Okay. We'll add these to the canvas, and then we can all vote on those. I know I used another fairy in something that's perfect. It's driving me crazy. Oh, I should have shrunk them down while they were all grouped together. Mind me, I'm just gonna grab these and... I can already decide I don't love this one just because the style of dandelion's different, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this one. Alright. Are these two the same? These two are the same. I thought I had a duplicate of one. Okay, so we can take something like this. And have it print on here like that. So that's one option. That's one. This is two. So this kind of just doesn't fit great, which we could go in and contour and go ahead and get rid of these extra little pieces here if we wanted. Just click contour and then click off, say we didn't want these little pieces. Did I click those? Yeah. But it just doesn't fill the space exactly right, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one. And then we have option number 3 here. Actually, option number 2. Flip that maybe. Oh no, I'm thinking number 1 is the... Okay, so do we like... This is number 2. Do we like this or do we like number 1? I could have made this bigger too. I'm going to end up changing the size of this. Yeah, that's true. The one that I did. Yeah, you could just take in. You know what's so funny? I don't remember which ones. I don't remember which one was number 1, guys. Did I say this one's not? That's so funny. I think this is number 2, right? And this was number 1. So that's number 1. Oh, somebody said number 1. Don't like on too thick. Use. Okay, hold on. This is number 1. This is number 2. I'm getting all confused here. Should have put numbers below it. Okay, so number 1 or number 2? think we got number 1. Oh, the one without flying pieces. Use the number 1. Oh, this is so difficult. Too many options, right, Tammy? Number 1. Okay, 1's winning, so we're just going to go with 1. I'll keep the other one on here too. That way if somebody wants to change it with the file that all our Patreon members get, you can go ahead and do that. So we'll use that. But yes, you could take in the little dandelion, I don't know, seeds or whatever you want to call them. You could contour those out of another one and then just add them to it. And then I'm going to choose that dandelion and the back of the card. And no, I can't because it's already attached. That's right. Let's go ahead and detach this first. And I really, once you get everything on there, then go ahead and flatten and attach everything. It just works better because you just do it all at one time. We're going to unflatten this. All right. But I am going to group this with this. I'm going to group it together. I just want to change the size of it. I think it needs to be a little bigger. I'm going to go ahead and unlock it too. Like they were blowing from the front of the card. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good idea too. There's so many good ideas. Like they're blowing from the front of the card. So you could flip it like that. This little one falling down here, I don't love. So I'm going to just go ahead and I can go over here and I can choose that one and just hide it. There we go. And it took that one down. That's why it's hard doing this in an hour, because I never design, because I need more possibilities. I need to find the best possibility. Okay. Should we leave it this way, guys, or should we flip it? It just fits a little better that way, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the purple, the dandelion, and then the card, and we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I lied. Oh, because it's grouped. Ungroup. It wasn't letting me doing it because it was grouped. Okay, so now I got just the purple. I'm going to choose the dandelion and the card. Now we can go ahead and flatten. And then we just have to go ahead and attach our foil now. So we can click on that, hold shift, hold the card, and then attach. And there we go. So this will print and cut. So this will go ahead and print a little fora and then the dandelion, and then it's going to foil the birthday wish for a great friend on there. So that is going to go on the inside like that. And I'll play with it more. Like Alex says, we'll always... Oh, you know what? It didn't put my second layer on there. So let me go ahead and grab... Oh, you know what? It didn't even make it bigger, did it? All right. That is my second one that I want to. It didn't do it. I'm just going to delete this one. I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to detach my foil. And then just duplicate it there. That way it's the perfect size. And I don't have to worry about stretching it because I did unlock it. Hit attach there. And then let's bring this one in. That looks good there. So again, shift, hold the card, and then we're going to attach that also. So now we have the 2 layers of foil right on top of each other, so it'll just go again. You don't have to worry about putting it through the machine again. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work with that fairy. I know I have another perfect fairy somewhere. And she's blowing, she's got her hand out and she's blowing something, but Her wings are different too. It's a totally different fairy, but I just didn't see that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And then that for the inside. But if we do the whole card white... But like I said, you can make it whatever color you want. You can change this card to whatever color you want. If you wanted it to match, you could do that. Which I will. I'll cut it so it... I'll make it in here so it matches, so it's the right color. And all of that. And then I think that's about it for this card, right? So we did the side edge with the dandelion. We added some foil to it. We have print and cut going on. And what does it have for this? This is print and cut. And I just want to make sure this is attached. Clickety, clickety, clickety. Yeah, it's saying print and cut, but it's not. I'm just trying to click the... Okay, we're gonna do this instead. It's not letting me just click on the white, so I'm hoping by doing that. Where is the... right here. All right, it's having a hard time clicking it, so I'm just clicking on that, and then I'm gonna find the piece here, which is this rectangle. And I want to flatten it, but because I already attached the foil, I can't. So that's why I'm saying when it doesn't highlight what you want to do, it's because something's flattened or whatever. So we're going to have to click on here. The birthday. Is it attached? What is happening here? Alright, I just have to move this and see. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going back on that. Of course, we're at the end of the card and now. Alright, now this is attached. So now we're going to go ahead and detach that. And now nothing. Oh, it's attached again, so we're going to go ahead and detach again. So I want to flatten it with my print and cut before I do my foil. So I'm just choosing that, choosing the rectangle. Now I can flatten. Now that I detached it, I have that option to flatten. So go ahead and send that backwards. There we go. Now I can click on the birthday. Now I can go ahead and attach it. And then we can bring this one and we'll go ahead and put pop-up tabs and kind of pop these up on the front. And then that is the card there. Yeah, good idea, Kimberly. Check your bookmarked fairies. Because I probably did. No, Mindy, so when you wait, you have to attach each foil layer one at a time. Yeah, you do. So you're going to click it, put it on there, and then just put your other one on there also. But when you want to make it, flatten it to print and cut, you can't have anything attached to it. So that's why I had to detach the foil first and then was able to do it. Yeah, I did earlier have them on top of each other and just did them both at the same time. But that is that. You could also put a gnome here, and then you could take this birthday wishes. And like I had showed earlier, you can go ahead and get rid of the birthday and then just go ahead and add text and then have it say sending get well wishes, sending, what else did I say? Good luck wishes. But you can change it from birthday wishes easily to any other sentiment. But I am going to keep looking for a fairy after this is over. I know it's been an hour now and you guys got to get to your Saturday. But thank you guys for joining and thanks for helping me decide on everything in there. That's fabulous. I appreciate that. But I'll go ahead and play with this a little bit more because we always do. But then on Tuesday night, I will be making it at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you can join us there. Oh, and if you guys have not done this yet, make sure you... That's not what you want to see. Hold on. Oh, it's on this.
You are watching Melody Lane.
Okay, back to me. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in this morning and helping me. This is my first live I'm doing with screen recording, so it was nerve-wracking, but glad that we got it working so me and Alex can switch back and forth kind of doing it. But today is the last day. I want you guys to make sure and enter this. This is, anyway, that challenge, whatever. It's so funny when you're on camera and you're trying to point. It's all backwards in different directions. But that right there. No. Whatever, this little challenge thing next to me. Today is today is the last day to enter this challenge. And one person in our Facebook group, Cricut Design Space, is going to win a $500 materials package from Cricut. So that's amazing. And there's not a lot of entries. So all you have to do is take that image. That image there, you don't have to use the whole image. So you could use the trucks, you could use the gnomes, you could use the hearts, you could use all of them if you want. But you make a project with it and go to Cricut Design Space. It's also in the video description below how to get to it. But it is pinned in our featured posts on Cricut Design Space, and it tells you how to enter. So you're going to make a project with that, you're going to share it, and then you're going to post it in our group with a hashtag, and then one person's going to win. And like, there's just a handful of entries, so make sure you enter that, because that is a huge prize package. Huge prize package. Can you guys see me? This is a good question here. Yeah, let me know. Can you actually see me right now? Okay, the hashtag is Valentine Challenge 24. But if you go to the link, it'll take you to that. And then also, besides our Valentine's Challenge for our Patreon members, we have our Galentine's Day coming up. So this Tuesday, right after the live, we're going to have a Zoom hangout with our Patreon members. If you want info on joining our Patreon, it just starts at $2 a month. You get access. As you know, I can never say that word right the first time. You get access to the project I made, plus over 1,100 more projects. But you get access to that 24/7 crafting Zoom, which is awesome, which we do all sorts of different things in, and projects in, and events, and we're all going to Columbus, Ohio to meet for a Zoomer eclipse. But great place to make crafty friends. You get to stay in your house, be safe, but then meet people from all over the world. Okay, glad you guys can see me. Like, I don't know if I'm just talking to a blank screen or what's happening. But, so join us, all of our Patreon members, join us for the Galentine's Day on Tuesday. We're going to go ahead and put a project together, and I'm sending this all out in Patreon, like, right after this video. And we're going to put slide and fold gatefold cards together. I recently made 3 new ones for our Patreon supporters. We have a butterfly one, we have a Valentine's one, and then an anniversary one. And then Melody had a couple also. So you guys can choose to put any of those projects together you want, and we're just going to build a project together and hang out with our girlfriends. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys all have a craftastic weekend. Hopefully the weather's good to you. And we will see you, the stupid fly. We will see you on today's Saturday. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. So everybody have a good weekend, and I'm going to play with that fairy a little more because I'm not happy with that fairy. She can be better. She's okay, but she can be better. So, all right guys, I'll see you next time. Bye and happy crafting.